Let me start with a confession. If depression could be fixed by serotonin alone, I would have cured half my patients with a prescription pad and a polite smile. But human beings are not neurotransmitter delivery systems. I am Dr. Arokia Antonysamy, consultant psychiatrist, CEO and co-founder of a digital mental health platform. Now let's discuss the final and last pillar, pillar 4, holistic approach to mental health care. That is, seeing the whole human in our patients. Early in rural medicine, I learned something that no textbook fully prepares you for. Symptoms rarely come in on their own. For example, depression was tied to isolation. Anxiety could be linked to uncertainty at work or in relationships. Trauma was tied to cultural silence. Insomnia was sometimes tied to grief. You can increase the dose of the tablet, but you can't medicate loneliness. You can't prescribe belonging, and you definitely can't medicate your way out of existential crisis. The biomedical model is powerful. It works. It has saved lives, but it cannot hold the full complexity of being human. The World Health Organization defines health as physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. Yet, modern healthcare often fragments the person. We treat them with medications. It helps to balance the chemical imbalance in the brain. But we ignore the meaning underneath. We ask about appetite, sleep. We don't ask about purpose. We check their blood pressure, but not the pressure at home or at work. Research in psychoneuroimmunology shows strong links between chronic stress and immune dysfunction. Stress is not just in the mind. It alters inflammatory pathways. It shifts physiology. The body keeps the score even when the patient tries not to. And studies on spirituality in healthcare show improved coping outcomes when patients' spiritual frameworks are acknowledged, particularly in oncology and palliative care settings. Holistic does not mean unscientific. It means integrated. It means asking what gives your life meaning. What do you believe is happening to you? Who supports you? What do you turn to when things fall apart? In corporate leadership, high performance teams now integrate psychological safety models. Amy Edmondson's work shows productivity is directly linked to emotional climate. Even elite sports understands this. Performance teams include psychologists, nutritionists, physiotherapists, sometimes even spiritual and religious advisors, because apparently even Olympic athletes are more than hamstrings and hydration. So, why in psychiatry would we ignore the spiritual, religious, or cultural dimensions if it matters deeply to our patients? Now, let me be clear. Holistic care does not mean endorsing neuroscience. Holistic care does not mean endorsing pseudoscience. It does not mean replacing medication with incense. It means not dismissing lived experience simply because it doesn't fit neatly into ICD, which is the International Classification of Diseases codes. Holistic care means understanding different belief systems, respecting the religious and cultural identities, recognizing community context, which is crucial in psychiatry, considering migration and trauma history. It means understanding that sometimes non-compliance is actually fear. It's not that patients don't want to take your medications. They don't know what it does. Sometimes the resistance is actually shame or stigma. And sometimes symptoms are stories that we haven't explored more. The patient is not a diagnosis. They are history, culture, faith, neurobiology, environment, family, loss, hope. When we treat only the disease, we stabilize our patients. But when we treat the person, we transform. And here is the line I want people to remember. If we reduce human suffering to chemistry alone, we shrink humanity. Holistic well-being is not alternative medicine. It is comprehensive medicine. And if we truly want transformation, not just symptom reduction, we must learn to see the whole human. Because healing begins the moment someone feels fully seen. And I have experienced that in my clinics as well. And no textbook can teach that. Now I have shared the 4 pillars shaping modern mental health care. This conversation is just the beginning. I would like you all to stay with us, engage with us, share your stories, your questions, your lived experiences. What would you like me to explore next? Please stay in touch and keep us informed. Let's work together and make mental health care better for the whole world.